What's up, swim fans? I'm Coleman Hodges, once again coming to you from Miami, where I just finished covering the Pro Swim Series in Fort Lauderdale. And once again, we are not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about that guy who has been crushing the NCAA on the other side of the country, Leon Marchand of Arizona State. Before we get into that analysis, if you could like this video, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our upcoming video content, and leave a comment in the section below of what you think Leon Marchand is going to drop at the 2023 NCAAs in Minneapolis, because I've already given you my takes. I'll give them again at the end of the video, but I think it's going to be a good one. All right, Leon Marchand, 200-yard breaststroke NCAA record. He goes by Will Licon's 6-year-old record of 147.91 with a 147.67. First of all, dude was out in a 24.37. Yeah, but that's not even the craziest part. At the 100, he was 51.7. And in a historically deep and fast year for the 100 breaststroke, that would have made NCAAs. Leon Marchand went out in his 200 breaststroke in a time that would have qualified for NCAAs in the 100 breaststroke. We already saw him split a 49.7 on the 400 medley relay, so going out in 51.7 actually makes sense for him. It's just so fast for any other mere mortal. So right off the start, I noticed for Leon that he has the bent elbow action starting position, similar to Caleb Dressel, but he's obviously not as explosive off the block, which he doesn't need for a couple reasons. One, he swims longer events, but two, his underwaters are just so elite that he doesn't really struggle too much from having a lack of explosiveness. So he takes 3 strokes on his first 25, and then he maintains 5 strokes throughout the entire rest of the race. After that first 25, he gets right into his 200 rhythm and never lets up. It looks like he could have done another 200 with that same exact stroke and stroke count. He gets off the wall so well, just as we've discussed before, and his pullouts are just as elite as his underwaters are. You can see that because he gets halfway across the pool on every single pullout. When I'm looking at Leon's breaststroke technique, his kick is extremely narrow, which is a huge part of why he's able to maintain his tempo and strokes so well. So you can see that he's just like a little water bug, staying on top of the water no matter what part of the stroke he's in. His catch is extremely wide, but he goes from all the way extended to all the way in so quickly and so powerfully that he's able to go from glide to glide super quick. Once again, adding to the fact that he stays on top of the water really well. Now, what's really interesting is on this last 25, he actually speeds up the first 3 strokes to get his tempo and rhythm up, and then stretches out the last 2 strokes. Usually, we will see the opposite, where a swimmer takes a few strokes to get into their tempo, and then they will tempo up as they finish the 25, specifically as they finish the race on the last 25. With Leon, he does the opposite because his stroke is so automatic that once he gets into his rhythm, he's good. So what does it all mean? Let's go over what we know so far. Leon Marchand broke 2 NCAA records at the Pac-12 championships this weekend, and he wasn't even fully rested. It was like a quick taper. So let's talk individual implications first. At this point, if you don't have Leon Marchand once again going 3 for 3 in individual events at the NCAAs, I think you're a crazy person. Once again, my predictions: 136 in the 200 IM, 329 in the 200 IM, and now, if he swims the 200 breast, 145. That feels really weird just saying it, but dude, come on. He's gonna taper, and he's gonna go really fast. But from a team perspective, he led Arizona State to their first Pac-12 title in school history this weekend. But it wasn't just him. They had depth in every single event. They put 4 up in every individual event on day 2, and then just kept that momentum going on days 3 and 4. So they are coming at NCAAs. And Leon will have a big role in helping them get what will probably be a top 4 finish, very possibly top 2 finish. Let's break that one down a little bit. Arizona State redshirted the entire 2020-2021 season. So they didn't go to conference, they didn't go to NCAAs. 2021-2022 season, they go to conference, and that's their big focus meet because half of the guys on the team hadn't even been to a conference meet in their college career at that point. So they went all in. They swam real fast. They were seeded very highly in the NCAA psych sheets. And then understandably, they dropped from those seeds because it was their first time at NCAAs and that wasn't even their big focus meet. Pac-12's was. So coming into the season, Coach Bowman has already stated on the record that they are focused on NCAAs this year. Obviously, they wanted to show out at Pac-12s, which they did, and they won their first title in program history. But they've been swimming fast since January. They swam lights out versus Cal and Stanford, which is where Leon Marchand broke the 400 IM national record for the first time this season. They swam lights out at Arizona, and now they've swum lights out at Pac-12s. So even if a lot of the team didn't get any faster, but just maintained their times from Pac-12s, they're in the running for a top 2 finish. They're going to be fighting Florida. They're going to be fighting Texas. I am a little pessimistic that they're going to pass Texas because Eddie's been doing this forever. He has more national titles than any other coach in history. So even though Texas's depth looks a little weak, I think that team's experience and Eddie and Wyatt's experience is going to trump ASU. But with Leon and Bob Bowman at the helm of that team, anything is possible. They might even dethrone Cal. I don't think that's gonna happen. But I'm just spitballing here. Let me know what you think in the comments below of where Arizona State is gonna place at these upcoming NCAAs and what the heck Leon is gonna go in his individual events. Thanks for watching. See you next time.